In our efforts to help you understand more about law firms and how they work, and to help you understand what to do in certain situations, we've taken to the streets in the Brisbane City Mall to ask people how they feel about lawyers. What would be your reaction?
I'd say that lawyers are vital in our community. They, in general, and in my experience, they've given me good advice.
Initially dull, but I think it's just from an ignorant perspective because I don't know that much about lawyers.
Sophisticated and smart.
Yeah, if you need any legal help, then that's, I suppose, who you'd go to. Yeah.
Someone that fights for justice. Yeah.
Well, I kind of have to like them because I'm studying to be one.
What would help you determine which lawyer you should choose?
Because I'd ask, do you know anybody who's good in that area? And there's always somebody who'll say, oh yeah, I know somebody who's really good for me or whatever. So, recommendation.
I think the period of time and their reputation.
Reputation, probably.
Yeah. It'd probably be recommendation.
Recommendation, yeah.
Probably the price and integrity.
Probably go on the internet and see their website.
The compassion of the lawyer. The compassion.
And how would you measure that?
Well, I think I'd have to know of them.
How do you think people feel about the reputation of the firm and how long they've been in operation?
I think that it's definitely an important consideration, but for most people the first thought would be cost, because that is, if you're going to be able to hire a lawyer, you need to be able to afford to do so.
I think the period of time and their reputation.
That many years of experience is definitely useful.
I don't think it would bother me as much.
I think that's pretty important. To have someone that's established is pretty, I don't know, I find that interesting to me if I was looking for a lawyer, so yeah.
Someone who knows how to play the game?
Yeah.
Okay, so you think that street smarts are fairly important?
Definitely.
Someone who's been around and knows what's going on.
It's probably more reliable if it's been around for longer.
Probably not as important as if I got a recommendation from somebody. Yeah.
I chose that lawyer because I knew him, because I used to work at Central Station. I know him, and that everybody told me he was a good lawyer.
How do you think people feel about lawyers in terms of the cost of the service?
I think in Australia it's far too high, and that is seriously an off-putting aspect of the legal profession and being able to have an effective justice system.
They are obviously expensive, but any professional is expensive nowadays. So whether it's a doctor or a lawyer, they're trained, they've got a lot of experience.
That they can be extremely expensive. Yeah. Helpful but expensive.
And for me, I believe that anybody that's taken the time to go to university and study for as long as what they have and put that much commitment and effort into their particular profession deserves.
If you thought you'd been wrongly treated, what would you do?
I would hope that your lawyer would work hard for you either way.
No, depends on the reaction of the other mob. If they'll pay me, I don't need a lawyer.
First thing I'd do is contact my insurance company, and then after that, depending on the nature of the accident, you might have to get a lawyer involved, yeah.